This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to this week's edition of Paradise, Louisiana. I'm Gary Risponi, and on my left, is that Blaine?
You got it right.
J.B. Salters Jr.
That's it.
Blaine, this TV show is getting ready to take a turn for something a little different. You see this shirt, you don't see no camouflage, all that. This is like a vacation shirt, like I'm going to Hawaii or somewhere.
Well, where are you going? What you got going on?
I'm not. I can't say too much, but you all know if you read the paper, I qualified last week to run for lieutenant governor. Now, this is going to be a tough race. Everybody knows who lieutenant governor is. Everybody knows about the good things they've done and some of the other people running. So I cannot talk politics on the show from now on. I'm going to find out more what I can say, what I can't say, how many times I can do this. It all comes from the Ethics Commission. They got laws, campaign laws. I promise you I'm going to do my best. I might be stupid sometimes, but there's no excuse when they got so much information on there, how to do it, finance. I'm going through all that, and I will do it. I'll be on a little vacation from here and from time to time. You will be handling a lot of hosting the show.
I'll hold the fort down. I'll let everybody know what's going on in Louisiana.
You do more to hold down because you always full of information. But you got shows going all over the world. Maybe a couple of weeks you won't be here, but I promise you, whoever the guest host is, or I'll come back. I won't talk politics, but we definitely gonna talk fishing. You know I don't speak well, and there are a lot of people criticizing me on right now, saying you're crazy. I'm not on dope. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Couldn't afford it anyway. I'm not on dope. I do pray a lot, but when you pray the right way. You ask God to tell you, lead you, and make sure His will is done. So we're gonna wait and see. I'm not gonna bring it up anymore to tell you that you watching this, and if you want to get in touch or you want to help with anybody, you might see my TV ad on some of these other small, you won't see it on national TV, Fox, but you'll probably see it on these lesser TV shows like ours or somebody else. I might be able to afford that. So I hope I don't embarrass my friends, family, and them, but I think I can make a difference, and thank you. Thank you, but let me tell you already, I'm getting beat up. We had our Louisiana Outdoor Writers Conference last week. You hold on, I'm gonna hold this big one, okay? There's another one, this is first place in broadcast, okay? Been going on 30, 40 years over there. Louisiana Outdoor Writers. These shows that we send in, they go out all over the country. They're not voting with the Louisiana people, they're voted around the country. And they vote who's first. Now you see, that's second place. And they got a little smaller one. I didn't want to embarrass people. Didn't want to embarrass myself. I had a third place one. And I got it in my truck. This has been won. What's the name of that show? Bayou Wild?
Bayou Wild.
Bayou Wild. And by yourself. That's produced. Don Dubuque, congratulations.
Awesome show.
All three of them are produced and edited by Chris Lecoq. Now, for us, that was 19 out of 21 years. I don't even know how many years Don Dubuque and they won, even when he had his show. Congratulations. That's all I'm going to say. My brother told me one time he after first place, you shouldn't even have a trophy. Said, you shouldn't even have a trophy. So I'm going to leave it at that. We got a fishing report. We got a short fishing report. We got some events coming up I announced last week. We're going to be quick. We got to go back. We had so many video we've been taking. We've been trying to space it out so you can see from the Grand Isle Rodeo to the Fall Power Rodeo to the Worcester Fish. Last week, I tried to show a couple pictures, but I didn't get them in time. But I have some video from the King of the Bayou over there on West Baton Rouge. You should have seen them fish. Winning stringer, over 100 pounds, 3 catfish. And then, like my godchild and his group, they come in third with 88 pounds. So can't tell you exactly what's coming on. We got a good fishing report from him. I got a short fishing report from me and a vet gal. Stay tuned. Watching Paradise, Louisiana with future host Blaine Salters. J.B. Salters Jr. I like that because I like to mention his daddy, a legend.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
As members of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
There's no doubt about it that this is a place where food is created differently from anywhere else in the world because it just couldn't be. We're a culture made up of so many different people, loving ingredients, loving cooking styles, and they're all right here. At the end of the day, that's all.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. And our event calendar coming up, rodeo, with tournaments, the things that are coming up. I mentioned some of them last. I'm going to re-mention some of them right now, things that are coming up. I wrote it down. I got to keep on finding them. I don't want to mess up. The fishing tournaments I was talking about, two of the biggest things coming up is the Duck Festival will be coming up the last weekend in August. And down in Gaydon, the Gaydon Duck Festival, they're going to have this. That Sunday is the state goose and duck calling championships like they always do. There's a chance I might go. Then we got to Ride the Bull the same weekend. It'd be at Britside, the biggest kayak rodeo anywhere in the world. And big, all that'll be down there. I'm sure we'll have some people down there taking some videos and getting it, but we'll be announcing. The Hog Road Foundation, September 8th and 9th out of Grand Isle Marina. I mentioned that. I don't know if it's Hog Road or Hog Grove Foundation. It just got openings for offshore fishing, inshore fishing, kayak division. Big deal with Hog Grove. So put that on your calendars. September 8th and 9th. If you don't know, go to the Grand Isle. They got an event calendar, what's coming in, or you call any of the marinas and they'll tell you if you want to go down there. We got rooms available all over now. People are coming back alive, thank God. Same thing as I've been getting from Cocodrie and everybody. Coming back, places are going. Events coming up right now. The airplanes get ready to start flying now at NewOrleansFishing.com and Bourgeois Charters. So the plane trips are starting to come again. If you ain't never did that, put it on your bucket list. Don't believe it. It's not as expensive as you would imagine, but it's just one of those trips right now we get from this year until it gets colder. This time of year, just unbelievable.
If you want to go on a trip and not have too much fishing pressure around you, that's the way to go, because you'll have the whole islands to yourself.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
When I was there, they had another plane.
Maybe one other plane. I mean, you're not going to see 30 boats in one spot,
no,
though,
I'm
that's for sure.
You chopped in there. You know, it's a long ways off. You told me you didn't want to mention, but there's a lot of things coming in tournaments. We got the Jacob Dugas tournament still coming up. They got tournaments to be going on. You check with us. If I'm not here next week or if I'm not doing it and he's here, I will send him a list of what's going on, because he's running 3 businesses and he's doing it. But he stays on that phone, and he's got information coming from Toledo Bend, North, Mississippi, wherever the Sacklay biting. He's got it. And you can always contact him. How can they contact you? What's your website or whatever?
Blaine at saltersjigandpole.com. You can catch me on the website if you ever need me. Phone number's on there too.
Okay, well, that's it. And I mean, he keeps up with it, and they send him things. I got to call and get these people or watch it on Facebook. They called him. Now, I got everyday people still send me. My email has been down again. If you tried, I just finally opened it up. I didn't see a lot of fish reports coming in, and you'll hear what he said. But finally got my email, got it straight, changed my phone, got a new phone. The emails are coming at the house, but I hadn't been there. I've been traveling. You realize in the last 4 weeks I've been averaging 750 miles on my truck. So if anybody's wondering how I'm going to run for office, you know, how I'm going to travel and go to this forum, my health, between my doctors and everybody, I think I can do it. If I fail, it ain't going to be because I didn't try.
There you go.
And thank you, Blaine, because you was one of the, had to come through before I could. I'm not going to let this show go. There's somebody I might hand it over one day, but you
don't worry, we'll hold it down for you.
You try to run. Yeah, you show me I won't be missed. Hey.
No, you'll be missed. I got some good fishing reports for you, though, so stay tuned.
All right, when we come to, we'll be back. Let me make sure I got all the event calendar. I got it covered. If I don't have it and it's still 2 or 3 weeks away, email me, Gary at ParadiseLouisiana.com. Give your email again. So if you got a report.
It's Blaine at SaltersJigAndPole.com.
So that's 2 places you can send your fishing report, pictures, or whatever, and we'll make sure it's on Paradise, Louisiana.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
So what are you going to do with this metal There's just no doubt about it that this is a place where food is created differently from anywhere else in the world because it just couldn't be made. We're a culture made up of so many different people, of ingredients, of cooking styles, and they're all right here. At the end of the day, that's all.
New Berkeley Fireline Ultra 8. It's rounder, smoother, and 4 times more abrasion resistant than original Fireline. Expect 10% longer casts and superb knot strength.
And you thought Fireline couldn't get any better.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
And I got a great freshwater fishing report for you. Out of Old River in Morganza, fish are still biting. You can catch fish on the piers, but folks, make sure you pick 4 hours to fish and make sure you stay hydrated. They're catching a lot of fish out in front of Bachelor Slough, all the way to out in front the landing on the flat spider rigging, and you can find fish in deeper water schooled up still there. The spillway is still hot, believe it or not, and one of the things you need to look for is that stacked up lily pads in the corner canals are your friend. It'll cool that water off by about 5 to 8 degrees, and they're moving those lilies out and dropping those jigs in between those lilies. So you
people still use a rake.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, in that water still low, you still going to run
It's
aground.
still low, but you better stay on the better traveling routes.
What's some of the better places for you? You know, it goes all the way from up north, you know, Grand River Flats, all the way down to the Flat Lake. You know, what
some of the best spots?
The middle of it?
Some of the best spots. You remember where we made the show last year with
Way
Coach?
up north, yeah.
That's at Grand River Landing, which is 6-7 miles back north of Bayou Pigeon Landing.
And back then, all them trees y'all were finding with the scope were out.
Well, you still have a lot of deeper water through those canals. Where your deeper water is, the edges of bayous off of there will be a lower temperature. So the coolest water you can find are just find structure under lily pads, and you can catch some fish.
The bass coming. I know Barrett down in Gibson, they're still catching a few fish too. Gibson, they're catching a few fish, but my best bass reports still the Slidell. With subdivision canals, if you go to Doc Side TV, and you watch my buddy Chas, oh my goodness. That boy knows when to fish, where to fish is unbelievable. When you go there and pick him up, he's always fresh, he's always doing it. He takes his kids, takes his dog, and you watch him. When he's come fish bass, he's catching bass, he's catching sac-a-lait.
I was on vacation last week, and guess where I caught him? Perdido Key. Catching trout. The only person fishing there catching trout. So he knows where they live, obviously.
Oh, yeah. He knows where he goes, how to fish everywhere. And his baits are still popular. You see other people using them. I want to thank him again. So you might be seeing a lot of him on the saltwater portion when I'm on vacation. You see my shirt? That's palm trees. Definitely won't be in Hawaii. God bless. Have mercy on them poor people. That makes me sick to just watch. So we know what devastation can happen, especially us in Louisiana. Freshwater, up north, I got a few reports from sac-a-lait and Bruin. What about False River? What about Lake St. John and Concordia?
All those guys are fishing deep and spider rigging this time of year. So it's not many people are fishing, 2 to 3 foot of water. They're either dock shooting where the shade is, or they're out in the middle finding schools.
But he's been busy. I don't have any reports from my buddy over there, Lotto, because it's been hot over there. I didn't get a whole lot of report. He might be busy. I know he's been fishing Toledo Bend. He's got a guide service. He helps them at Toledo Bend, and Toledo Bend is still.
I mean, some of the biggest bad news is it's been 100 degrees for 10 days straight. So I mean, it's
but
you got to be careful.
Guys in them party barges, they know when they're gonna get you out. They're gonna have you covered. I'm telling you right now, and it's not that expensive. If I was to go and you're gonna spend gas and everything else and pull your boat all the way to Toledo Bend, hey, them guys at all those marinas is unbelievable how successful they are.
Well, it's unbelievable how a fishery can produce that many fish, because there's a lot of guys every day on those lakes.
That's right, and it's spread out. That's a big lake. How many acres is Toledo Bend? So just
I don't know how many miles it is, but it's a good.
And them lakes not far from them, Rayburn and all them other ones. Your friend, how's he been doing on the circuit?
Frank is going, and I'll actually be going to Lake Eufaula in Oklahoma for the national championship, the Crappie Masters National Championship. So I've got about 5 teams up there, so hopefully some of our boys can make some noise up north.
I just hope we had enough video for kept Chris busy, and for the last few weeks we've been, like I said, we've been out on the road, and we ain't even been able to use everything that we got. But I'm gonna give you a saltwater fish report right now. Again, Captain Troy over there in Leeville Lodge, Troy Rebel Show, live shrimp, free lining, and also under 4-horse cork. That's what they're telling me. I ain't got no business 4-horse, but they're telling me. They're fishing boom boom shrimp, catching a falling tide, the shrimp are moving out of the passes, and then having any trouble catching beautiful trout. My other buddy, I told you over there that he lives out of, or he fishes out of Britside Marina. Talking about Herc, Captain Bedron, same thing. They're going out and catching a lot of fish. He's bringing them back in early, catching a lot of young people. A lot of women go on his shoulders. I don't know what it is, but it's all on Facebook. He's so busy they ain't been sending me, and I'm not going to chastise them, because if they did try to send last week, my computer was down, or my email. Slidell, Captain Mike Brantley, still taking kids, still taking them people out of New Orleans, coming in fishing early in the morning, late in the evening. He fishes out of the Point, and then Britside Marina, Miss Angie, and all those people there. I'm not sorry, on the Britside Marina, that's Buggy Baker and them. But in Slidell, Island Marina, I'm gonna tell you what, all the captains are catching fish right there. in Lake Bourne, in the lakes, in the intercoastal. They catching fish. They fishing a little bit deeper, but again, they going to fish the bridges. Fish are holding on the bridges. This is what I'm getting from them. I don't have that many pictures, but I'm just telling you, coming from them, that's the way they've been doing. Chris Moran and them have been catching them offshore. I see that on Facebook. They're talking about all the captains, and Charlie Thompson, he's been fishing down there, you know, I mean, Hopedale and all that area. He tagged his family last week. He's all over Facebook, and Charlie, and he got some of the best lodges, and he's doing it. The Bayou Charters, he's been fishing, had his family catching redfish, speckled trout, just everything. It just knows how to fish, when to fish, knows how to be good. And you was telling me, I ain't talked to a long time, but Martha Spencer and them sword fishermen. I heard that at Venice when I was
She's a sword fisherman. I get to see them all on Facebook every week. They all copy me. So
swordfish. When I was there for the fall pie, they were coming in, and you seeing people. Wait a minute. To me, I'm not gonna get in trouble, but I've been to 2 of them, and I waited all day for 2 or 3 of them. I've been out there with the Wounded Warriors and everything else. It's a little slow for me.
It is.
For me.
Big prize at the end, hopefully.
Boy, it is that. Venice Marina, too, is snapper. They ain't going for it. They catching snapper, lemon fish. Amberjack. I've been seeing pictures coming and everything. So, all y'all marina owners, please. He going to be here. We need them reports. It ain't going to hurt you. You send them. Gary, Paradise, Louisiana. Later on, you might hear me calling for your help, but it'll be off of somebody else's show. I ain't gonna get in trouble with the Exodus Commission.
There you go.
Dwayne, anything else you want to leave them with? I know you got some expensive things coming up. You don't want to slither out, but we got some big tournaments and stuff coming back up. Wait for that cool weather. Hey, you realize dove season ain't but a month away?
It's going to be hot still.
It's always hot. It's always fun.
Yes, it is.
Family deer. And then right after that, you got teal season, too. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. God bless Louisiana. God have mercy on the people right now in Hawaii. And bless my campaign. Talk at you later. See y'all. I don't know when I'll be back, but Dwayne's going to be back. You want to tell them bye?
Thanks for watching this episode, and keep an eye out for Mr. Rasponi coming up here real soon.
Fishing report.
On a few ballots as well.
No, don't say. See y'all next week.
Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.